Hi, my name is Edwin. I'm an LA-based game designer, and when I'm not making games for somebody else on the clock, I am making games for myself. I'm not just all video games though. I'm also a big dog person. So, throughout these videos, you'll see my dogs make appearances. Not just a little bit, but they're going to take up half of the screen at all times, just in case you have no interest in what I'm talking about or don't care about what I have to show, but you want to see some cute dogs. So, here you go. And if you like both, perfect. You've come to the right place. Here I'm going to be talking about all sorts of things that are just, sort of my experience, my interests, usually connected to something nerdy, video games, pro wrestling maybe, whatever. And I'm going to maybe talk about my own memories with my history with games and things that were really important to me and got me to where I am today. But you know what? I'm going to save a big, thorough intro video for another time because right now I just want to talk about the new Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom trailer. It's something I've watched since it debuted a few days ago, maybe over 70 times. It's pretty crazy. I was even at the gym the other day, and for 45 minutes of cardio, I had this trailer looping. I tend to work out with a Zelda hoodie, so it must have been really funny for the people behind me seeing this guy with a Zelda hoodie watching the trailer over and over and over. Probably not the coolest thing, but yeah, I just loved it so much. I've been waiting for a trailer by Nintendo that really felt like the 2017 final Zelda Breath of the Wild trailer. If you guys aren't familiar with that, please check out that big Switch final presentation right before its launch. The final trailer was a Breath of the Wild trailer. It was just so moving. The music was so impactful, made my hair stand up, and I often revisit it just to feel motivated in my own work as a game designer, to remind myself of why I do these things, and it always makes me want to play Zelda. It always makes me feel both positive and negative with my own abilities because I feel absolutely overwhelmed with inspiration, but at the same time I feel, oh, I'm never going to make a game this good in my life. I should just quit. So yeah, the memories with watching that trailer for the first time are really awesome. I watched it with two friends and who I worked with, and we weren't supposed to use one of our company's meeting rooms for things like this, but everyone was gone. It was an evening, I remember, because the event took place in Japan, and we snuck in there. I convinced them. We streamed the presentation on this giant screen in the meeting room, and we just had a good time. But that final trailer blew me away, and I haven't felt that same feeling from a trailer until the Tears of the Kingdom one. Everything about it almost felt parallel to the Breath of the Wild one. Like, it felt beat for beat similar. However, the Breath of the Wild one introduced sort of this big open world character that the game is known for now. At the time, it was groundbreaking for Zelda because it felt like the original 1986-87 NES Zelda truly brought to life, finally, with technological capabilities allowing it to exist. And so comparing the two trailers is a little tiny bit challenging because the Breath of the Wild trailer focused on things that now have become a staple in what we expect this game to already have. Tears of the Kingdom trailer, however, was filled with mechanics galore. We see Link flying several times in different manners. One, he's wearing like a squirrel suit gliding. One, he's looks like he's catapulting upwards, and another one, he has a rocket strapped to his weird arm. And then he's also using this time travel mechanic. He's got this mech looking thing that he created. He's transporting people. Like, there's so many mechanics here. There's even like some sort of battle he has on a minecart. There's a ton here that makes me feel like it has like a lot of Mario-esque qualities, like something out of Mario Galaxy or Mario Odyssey that is a little bit jarring for me to see in a Zelda game. At the same time, that's what I love about Nintendo when they have this explosion of mechanics, sort of just as ingredients that makes this like delicious, stew. And that's what we've got here. This amazing stew in this Tears of the Kingdom trailer. I cannot wait for this game. I'm so excited. I've watched this trailer way too many times, and that's why I think it took priority over an actual introduction video that I'll then pin to this channel, this new channel that I'm doing. But yeah, I'm so excited. Breath of the Wild was a giant inspiration for me. I can't wait for Tears of the Kingdom. One last thing I'll share before I wrap this up is that there's a personal connection I have with Breath of the Wild. I'm sure everyone has some kind of personal connection to it, obviously. But I started my game design journey essentially the day the Nintendo Switch came out and Zelda came out. I had joined this game jam that started that same day. That was a day that set me forward on my journey because I love this game jam theme that I did with a friend of mine. She's a very talented artist who I had no business working with because she was actually like a pro, and I was this, brand new person who had no idea, how to dissect the game, how to think about design and whatnot. And she took a chance on me. I think I made a believer out of her. And my game, while it didn't go viral or anything, it did get a lot of attention. I went from someone who had made 2 little projects for a school to having a game that had hundreds of plays, and with a lot of good compliments, added to 2 Let's Play videos, I think it was, on YouTube, and even was mentioned in a podcast. The game jam was the Resist Jam by Indiecade, and that gave me so much momentum. I was absolutely inspired by this new, console I had, the Nintendo Switch, and this beautiful Zelda game that it just kept me going. I just kept thinking one day I want to make a game as beautiful as Zelda, as moving as Zelda, as fun as Zelda. And I always would love to, have a something launch on a Nintendo console. So having my journey start the day that people consider the greatest game of all time launching, for me it feels poetic. So I can't wait for this game to release. Maybe I'll start working on something to try to release on the same day, just so that I feel a connection. Like I force myself to connect to the series and the launches of these games even more. I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to share that, and I hope that whoever's listening can join in and listen to me rant about other things that I'm really passionate about. Bye.